Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and finding our inner Brock and Michelle.
Or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Or in this episode, how about, I should have practiced this before I came. ECO and Abdidion. No, I'm not going to get this right. Her name is ECO and AJ Johnson. The Johnsons have developed an app called Cosign. This app allows users to grab kind of cute looks with kind of a snap on the app, right? So this is how it works. So you simply download the Cosign app, snap or upload a picture of your favorite product, tag the product information, and share it on social media. If like your followers buy or co-sign the item, like a ka-ching sound indicates the transaction, and you earn points for your recommendation. The goal is to help style-conscious millennials monetize their social media images through social commerce. Ain't that brilliant?
That is.
I just wanted to highlight that because I was from a brown couple, and it was a brown couple from the continent. I'm sorry I did y'all names like that. Niram just come on and be like, record, go. And he didn't even give me time to go through and pronounce these folks' names again. So I'm going to say it again. Her name is Isoa and his name is AJ. And they're both the Johnsons and they're both a married couple. And they came together and created this app. And it's amazing. And just to reiterate what I said about the app. So it was really about sharing different looks. So this is for the fashionistas. And what's the male version for that? Fashionistas? I don't know. Out there who are big on social media and like share like what they're wearing. You share it with your followers, and if other folks buy it, you get a kickback from it. Dang. So I thought that was what's up, right? Mm-hmm. Technology is where it's going, y'all. Like, it's so many jobs that are being created, or about to be created that folks are not qualified for. That has no idea what a code is, how to create an app, none of this shit, right?
Guess who qualified though?
Neil, we know. Nayan be trying to get there, right? So I just thought that was something unique to highlight, and just brown love and just black success and buying black and just supporting black things. That just tied into me. It made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. What's your thoughts about it, Neil?
I love it. I love them.
Did you say I love them because they just Negro? What Issa Rae say? I'm rooting for them because they're black.
Yes. I root for everybody who black, so I love it. I love them. I haven't tried it yet, but I will give it a shot.
Yeah.
And yeah, niggas, if y'all thinking about going back to school, don't go get no AFAM shit. Go.
Stop. Don't do that to AFAM. See, no, don't do that.
Look.
The thing is, you can take classes in AFAM. You can even minor in AFAM. But what I don't need you to do is go get a major in AFAM and then go get a minor in like Puerto Rican. Like, we don't need all that.
Okay. So before I was cut off, I was saying, y'all need to go ahead and get these degrees in coding.
Yes.
And if you don't want to go back to school, it's different websites like Code Academy and everything else like that. Y'all can go out there and practice code. See, the thing is, niggas so far behind technology, they be like, well, I'm just going to learn how to code and write an app. Well, what type of code you going to write?
Yeah.
Are you writing Swift? Are you writing HTML?
Yeah.
Are you writing CSS? You know, HTML and CSS go together. Are you writing Flash? What are you writing?
Oh, Nero.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Talk to me sexy.
Hey, baby. Hey.
But I mean, that's what shows there's multiple ways to be entrepreneurial. And y'all know we always tell you it's good to have a 9 to 5, but it's good to have a 5 to 9 too.
Right.
You always got to have multiple hustles. And I think technology, app creation, coding, that whole side of the house is a great, it can be the main, and also it's a good side hustle too.
Yeah.
Who is you?
I'm Neil.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 59, y'all.
59. Happy freaking Friday.
Happy Friday.
I am so happy it's Friday.
Yeah.
Yes, I have survived this 10-day stint, and I am just happy for Friday. Oh, Jesus. The Lord is real.
So all my niggas out there, y'all taking a long lunch?
Every Friday.
Yes. Y'all taking a long lunch?
They can't take long lunches. They got to start stacking their coins. Y'all know it's 7 Saturdays to Christmas? Is it 7? I forgot that. I think it's like 7.
Y'all know y'all got that vacation time y'all gonna lose.
Mm-hmm. We almost to the holidays, y'all. I hope y'all been putting them coins aside.
Yeah.
For them children.
Mm-hmm. Y'all in traffic?
Yeah. Or maybe it's Black Friday. I forgot which one. It's soon.
If y'all in traffic, go ahead and leave us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and Stitcher. Follow us on all forms of social media. We got that Twitter, we got that Instagram, we got that Facebook, and it's all at Black Love Matters. Remember, that's Black with no K.
Yes.
And baby, what you got?
So what's my check-in? My biggest check-in is I made it. I made it. I feel like one song. Never would have made it.
Can we get Naomi a round of applause for making 10 days straight?
10 days straight at that bot store and all the foolishness that went with the bot store. Shout out to y'all. Y'all some plain fools when it comes to AP. Y'all done call that dog AP now. I almost went to work the other day and be like, come get AP. I mean, Flour. Come get her. So ain't nothing but God. God is so good, and I'm just so thankful for that. My newest thing when it comes to the Lord is that, praise is my weapon. So even when I'm having a bad day or rough or tired, I'm really trying to be positive and just using praise and thanks as my weapon. I'm trying to think of the Bot Store Chronicles. Nothing too crazy has happened. But I will let y'all know we got a new cart attendant, and she's a woman. She's a girl cart attendant, or female, whatever. And first of all, she's gorgeous. She should be look like she should be a Victoria's Secret model. She's like 6 feet tall. Mm-hmm. I'm sure she's a baby, so I'm sure she's like 17. Like she looks like an extra from Wonder Woman.
Really?
Them girls that was on the island.
She was Amazon?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm thinking she a beast. And she's really sweet. She's doing her job, right? One day it rained bad. Like it was a bad rainstorm, right? And then I'm looking for her because I'm like, damn, we only got 2-3 cars. And it's during the week. I go out and find Sis. Sis is curled up in a ball crying outside, having a panic attack. I'm thinking like something done happened. Did a car hit you? Did you hit a car? Like, don't worry, we got insurance, right? Like, relax, sis. And she said, I'm overwhelmed. Every time I bring in the cart, the people take them. I said, huh? She said, I just can never keep up. I never could keep up. I was like, it's all right, sis. Like, I had to take her off them carts and put her on the registers because she had a damn panic attack and put one of my cashiers out there. And they was pissed. They gave me if the looks could kill, that cashier would have killed me.
That cart attendant found a little taste of what it means to be black every day.
What you mean?
Just a little taste.
Why do you say that?
I would say that was maybe a tenth of what it means to be
she
black.
Was
every
like
day.
to the point where it was nervous. She was crying because I was like, "Where is this girl at?" Right? I was like, "Where is she at? We only got 2 cars." Like, your job is to bring in that is your job. We shouldn't be down to we weren't that busy. We shouldn't be down to 3-4 carts in the store. And so I'm like, maybe something happened, and she was curled up in the fetal position outside in the rain. I knew it was gonna be bad when she showed up on a rainy day with a members only jacket and some Adidas. I was like, sis, do you got a raincoat somewhere? Some LL Bean hunter boots? You got something? Oh no, I'll be okay. I had to force her to wear a poncho. Like I had to get her a poncho from the store, like put this on. So right then at that moment, I was like, oh, this might not last, huh?
Oh yeah.
What was she thinking? Is she just young? But she don't got no parents in the house to be like, hey sis, where you going?
I don't know, but I'm just letting you know that's what it means to be black. Just a tenth.
Every day in America.
You show up, it's raining, and what you got? You just got a long sleeve, tall tee.
Shut up.
You trying your best to get on and live and make and accomplish your goals, and someone always taking them away from you.
Yeah. 1
step forward, 3 steps back.
That's why she was so
and then
frustrated.
What? She broke the fuck down.
She broke it. She said, every time I bring the cart in, they just take them.
But as a black person, we gotta keep going.
We still gotta bring them carts in.
We can't break down.
Come on. And and then we got the privileged ass guests in my neighborhood. They be like, it's raining outside. It's not the next day. Do you have any dry carts? Bitch, do you see a dryer anywhere? Like, what do you mean? It's rain. Like, I see it's the next day. You say if it rained at night and it's the morning. Shit, some cars should have been in here dry, right? Mm-hmm. It's literally raining outside right now, and we're pushing. You see the cart attendant pushing the carts from the rain. What do you mean? Do we have any dry carts right now for you and that dirty ass baby? They be worried about their kids. I'm like, oh, don't touch that. That's dirty. I said they dirty. Well, that's the most water they done seen all week. You know what I'm talking about? Some of them babies be looking dirty.
Yeah, they do.
I be like, oh my goodness. White babies, the dirt show better. It's just like light cars. Dirt. Some cars just show dirt. You got a lot of dirt on their face. Mm-hmm. Where the dirt come from though? It don't be like food color. It be dirt. Do you know what I'm talking?
Life.
Listeners. Life as a white baby.
Yeah.
Some of the white babies be looking a little dirty though. I'm like, child, get them a wet wipe. Sis, I know it's hard in these streets. Get this child a wet wipe. What?
You just said them babies look a little dingy.
Did you look dingy? The only reason I said is because the same people come during the week, right? That's what I know. The same people come for the same shit. The old people come for the cat food. The white people come for the diapers and them baby food. Like, they come for the same shit every week. So I see these people. And every week, it be the same. And I just want to have a container of the baby wipes and just hand them out to them. And be like, wipe sis face. So much now where the babies just be waving at me. You think they recognize me?
Yeah.
Great.
There she go, the chocolate one.
The chocolate one. What else going on with me? So also our godson, his birthday's at the end of the month. Is right next to Halloween. So we're trying to get a little care pack because now he's getting older. So, when he was younger, we sent little things to him, but, he didn't really know. He was a baby, right? But now he's finally getting to the age where he understands, where he gets like packages in the mail and treats. So for this birthday coming up for him, for his third birthday, we really want to send him like a nice little surprise package that'll be like for his birthday and Halloween. So I'm on these next few days off. We're gonna rip and run and get a few like little care package stuff and stuff for him. I'm excited because I feel like he's finally at the age where he's connecting, right?
Yeah.
Or do you think now?
Well,
like he knows what's going on. Like
well,
he know who we are. He knows what his birthday is. Like, take that back. He always knew what his birthday is, but I think he really understands now.
Yeah.
Like birthday, Halloween, like he's getting things now. So I'm excited.
Well, I talked to him today.
Yeah.
Or when it's yesterday.
Yeah.
That nigga know he has a list, very specific things that his ass want.
What did he say?
God Daddy.
Yeah.
God Daddy cars.
Oh yeah, I know he liked that cars a lot. The red one.
McQueen.
Yeah,
McQueen.
that's the one.
So what the hell?
Did you say what the hell is that?
So I was talking to his mama. I said, "What that nigga saying? I can barely hear him." He said, "She's like he's saying Lightning McQueen." I said, "Oh, okay," because I hear is cars, and I fuck around and send his ass some
Just
Hot Wheels.
Oh, don't do that. The kids don't do that no more.
I send his ass some Hot Wheels. He come pissed as hell.
I won't let Niram. I won't let Niram get that baby bag gifts. No,
what you talking about? He said
gifts.
cars. Shit, I'm getting his ass some cars. I didn't know he wanted cars the brand.
Yeah, he liked cars the brand.
Shit, I thought he just liked cars in general. Some babies be like car.
Well, you know what, baby T be just liking cars and trucks. That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Shit.
But no,
you had to be specific. He was specific.
Lamb like a certain thing.
God Daddy, I would like the full cast of Cars
Not
3.
the full cast. Shut up.
God Daddy, they also have a gas station. I would like the Cars gas station.
They had a gas station.
So they won't run out of gas when I drive them.
Driving them.
When I drive them, I don't want them to run out of gas. So God Daddy, can you make sure
it makes sense.
Can you make sure they have
don't do that. Don't do that. He's getting his words. He's doing better than you on them letters.
Gas station, Daddy, gas station. I said, and I told him, I was like, the toy got a gas station? She said, yeah. I said, man, this fucking kid's getting soft.
Oh, don't be mad because you didn't get it. You ain't had no joy.
Not since 92.
What was the ones that was Hot Wheels? The ones that spin? Remember the tracks you had to rev up?
Yeah.
That's what you had. And you just mad because you ain't get one. I never had one either, but my cousins had one. I used to love it.
Broke.
Oh. I mean, did you do nigga things with it? Like swing it like swords?
I remember getting whipped by a Hot Wheel track.
God, Jesus.
That's why I ain't got no joy since 92.
Don't do this. So we're doing that. And the last thing that kind of brought me a little bit of joy or made me ponder my thoughts a little bit was, did y'all see Blackish? This second episode is what I thought the first episode should be. Didn't I just say like, and I know why they did the musical. It made sense. Like, I get it. It was beautifully written. It just seemed weird to be the first episode. But this second episode was it. What you thought about it?
Yeah, it was real.
They talked about postpartum depression, and postpartum depression is real.
Hell, depression is real.
That's why I know. That's why I put respect on postpartum depression. All my girlfriends were like, I'm like, child, you okay? I said, let me look at you. That's my code word when I say, let me look at you in the face. You could say you okay on the phone and then text message. Let me look at your eyes, see if you're dead inside. It's okay if you don't like your child. I told that to one of my friends. I said, it's okay if you don't like them. I said, eventually you will. Is that a bad friend?
No.
I said, it's all right.
Well, Naomi else was talking about that none of her friends that she ever had a baby with ain't been the same since they had a baby.
Ain't.
None of them?
No. And I love them. Don't do that. They're great people. Like, I ain't been the same talking about them bitches is crazy. But they've been changed. I mean, come on, listeners out there, folks who have had children and ones who haven't. So just the friends on the outside, right? I think when women have a baby, I would assume men too. I just ain't been paying that much attention. Once you have a child, it's something that happens when that child come out of you like alien, that shit changes. The game changes. And I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
Okay.
And I think when I think to my friends or the folks I know, I think they have changed for the best, and sometimes they change for the worst. But I think it's just like the song, I Won't Complain. My good days outweigh my bad days.
You want to say any names?
So
Shout them out.
No, I only got 4 friends. What you mean? They know we done had conversations. But I think everyone has changed. I assume when I have a child, I hope something change a little bit. At the core, I'm going to be Nyambi, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think something, this is like what's it called? Not a symbiotic. What's the one when they parasitic relationship? So they've been living with you for 8 months, eating up off you.
Ooh.
Some shit changed.
Baby, a tapeworm.
Yeah, they tapeworms. They parasitic.
God damn.
They ain't symbiotic. You ain't getting shit from it. No, let me stop. But stuff changes. Like perspectives change, interactions change, energy change. And like I said, I've seen, when I think to my girlfriends, they've had, like, as women, the growth they've had has been amazing. But some stuff did change. They ain't the same women they always used to be. But I love them. What's wrong with that?
Ain't nothing wrong with that, baby.
You don't agree?
The thing is, maybe, with my male privilege, I haven't had a chance to
you made sure
pay
you
attention.
noted that, huh?
Yeah.
You said with your male privilege.
With my male privilege, I probably haven't had a chance to actually pay attention to the women who've had babies to see how much they change.
Yeah. I mean, how can you not change?
Because I'm too busy looking at their ass like, why the fuck you crying?
Ooh. Actually, none of our friends are really that emotional. Well, all our friends are passionate. I don't know if I was describing them as emotional. I would describe all of us as passionate.
Yeah.
We say what we mean when we say all of us. But I don't know. I mean, how could something not change? This parasite is in you for all these months.
Mm-hmm.
And then they come out and all they do is eat and shit. And that's a drain. That's a drain on you.
Mm.
But the men that they haven't changed. Any men that who've had children, they haven't changed?
Nah.
They still a nigga. Like Jay-Z.
A couple of them have changed, but it's been like, I need to get this money. I need to hustle up.
Oh.
So I don't know if it's, I need to get this money, like really I need to get this money, or is it, I need to get this money, i.e. I need to get the hell out this house.
Ooh, no, I wasn't even thinking that. Speak more. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because, I've heard of, like, the baby effect for men. They were like, I need to provide for my family and make sure my kids got
AKA,
food
I
and
don't wanna
shit.
be at home.
And I got to be eat. And, some men is like, I need to provide.
Yes, absolutely.
And then other dudes is like, I need to provide. I'm using air quotes. And that means I need to get the fuck out this house. So I'm pulling doubles. I got 2-3 jobs just so I can stay out this house.
With this.
So I ain't got me in this house, this crying ass baby and this crazy ass woman.
Oh my God, Nero.
What?
I didn't even think about that shit like that.
Well, I'm just saying.
It's postpartum. I wonder, is it the thing in men?
I don't know.
Why do you keep saying that?
I just want to put it out. I don't know.
No, I wonder. We're gonna have to have an episode with folks who newly two separate ones. So one who newly just had like new parents, and then ones who's kind of OGs in the game to speak what it is to do it and how it changes the dynamic of a relationship and what it looks like. But I got separated off Blackish. I'm sorry, that's what I was talking about. But I thought that episode was huge. But what made me hit the damn fan on that one is when Rainbow went the fuck off on his mama, because that mama did old black woman things. And Rainbow said, my baby drink breast milk, titty milk, right? Mm-hmm. And then mama was like, well, you want them antidepressants, you poisoning this child. I'm going to give him some Enfamil. And I thought she was playing. I didn't think she was going to do it. And then she did it. Mm-hmm. And then Rainbow came in and all that white disappeared from her blood and she became Rainbow. Just named no W, B-O. She became Bo.
She just became Bo.
She ain't Rainbow no more. The hood came out and she went the fuck off on her. And not only did she go the fuck off her, she told her, get the fuck up out my house.
Get your shit.
And get out. And then the mama gonna look at the son and the son said what?
He pulled that, this is us. I'm Team Rainbow, mama.
You gotta go.
Bye-bye.
What you thought about that? I thought that was huge. Like, of course, I think eventually she's gonna come back.
Yeah,
but I thought that was huge. Huge. What you thought?
Oh, now I'm good for kicking somebody out my house.
Oh, that ain't somebody. That's your mama.
Hell,
that's this woman virtue through her vagina.
Oh, she got to go too. She don't listen to my. I pay the cost to be the boss. Goddamn it!
Okay.
I done heard this all this time.
Yeah.
Now I pay the cost.
What is it? Oh, you done got upset. What is it?
I pay the cost.
Uh-huh.
I got the mortgage. You living under my motherfucking roof.
Oh.
So you gonna do as I fucking say.
Yeah.
And if not, your ass gotta go.
Yeah.
Like you told me when I was 14. I'm telling you at 70.
Playing get backs.
I'm telling your ass at 70.
You playing get backs.
This is my motherfucking roof now.
Yeah.
The tables have turned.
The tables have turned.
And
the student have become the teacher.
Yeah, exactly. And if I want my baby to have some goddamn titty milk,
that's the milk they having.
That's the milk they have.
If I want to have goat milk, whatever milk I want my child to
Right.
have, I need you to respect that.
Shit. And if you don't, you gotta get the fuck on.
That's
so
true.
yeah.
I think that was a crossing of the line though. Like we ain't just talking about like anything that comes with food or religion. Like I'm very particular. Like whenever I watch someone's kids, I'm like, what do they eat? What don't they eat? What is their schedule? Because that is very personal. our family, they old school. You be like, the kid vegetarian, they give him a rib bone.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
And the baby sucking on a rib
A
bone.
rib bone. Greased up. So, but your mom's really respectful of
But your mama?
Of expectations and norms, but that would be my mom who will overstep her boundaries, had to get kicked out.
Your mama is going to be a problem.
Yeah. I mean, it depends. She might listen. Maybe with her older age, she'll mellow out.
I doubt it.
You think she just get cranked up?
She does the fuck she want to do.
When she won't, how she won't,
yep.
when she won't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But she'll know. It's certain things. Hopefully she won't cross that line.
Okay.
We shall see. But that's just all for me. What's going on with you, Nero?
I'm doing good, feeling great. So I did get that job offer y'all. So your boy
You got it. Look at the Lord.
Shit, I'm over here like a Jamaican. 3 jobs. What's that Big Sean song?
10 to 10.
Yes.
And 10 again.
10 again. Your boy is hustling, freelancing, working with a tech company, working with another company. I'm just out here hustling.
Did you give the Lord or your grand architect a Christmas praise?
You know, what the hell is a Christmas praise?
Why you look at me? You know a Christmas praise.
No, I don't.
Y'all ain't never heard that term.
No.
Folks in the church know what a Christmas praise is. So you know, there's different types of praises. You know, it's pretty praises, it's Baptist fits, right, when you lose your mind. But I always like to say a Christmas praise is. So remember I was saying before the past day, you got to use your praise as your what was I saying? Your weapon. Mm-hmm. So if you're going through some stuff, you just got to praise to strike the devil, right? So a Christmas praise is think of y'all Christmas Day, right? Mm-hmm. In a decent Christmas, not a near on Christmas where they stole your shit. But you go to the tree and it's all your Hot Wheels, your cars. Think of Baby Lamb, right? All his stuff under there. And it's, oh, thank you, Mama. Thank you for this car, Mama. Thank you. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you, Christmas. And you done open all the gifts and you're sipping on your hot chocolate and Mama be like, wait a minute. I got one more thing for you. And you be like, what? Thank you, Mama. Mama's so sweet. And then she be like, go on outside. And you go outside and it's something with a big ass red bow and you lose your damn mind.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Never
that's
had
a Christmas. Okay, never.
I've seen it on TV. Never.
But that's the Christmas praise. When you lose all couth, you don't know what to do and you just lose your mind because you weren't expecting it coming. You said, Mama, I just thought you got was under this tree. And then you told me to go outside now as a ribbon. I can't hold myself. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Jesus. You know, you start shouting. That's a Christmas praise. Okay. So you got to start praising the Lord for what's outside and that's under the tree. That's why it's called a Christmas praise. So you done got this job. You done got multiple jobs. And this the stuff under the tree. Imagine the shit that's outside. Ooh, think about it and start shouting. A Christmas praise. You're welcome.
Have you ever had a Christmas praise?
I have a Christmas praise every day.
I'm talking about like literally a Christmas.
Oh.
Like you go outside.
And got a gift?
Yeah, and it's a bow.
I know my parents listening, so I'm trying to think.
Oh.
Like, I really do think I've gotten a bike before. I do remember getting a bike and it was outside done. Oh. And you know them sets, like them kitchen sets? Mm-hmm. Or them like houses? Yeah. I remember being young getting that and I was outside. And it was a Christmas praise. And I was out in like with my hair in a little do-rag and my I believe in the robe since I've been 8 and my little robe on and I had my whole house. And I used to live in that damn house and just have imaginary talks and parties and everything. You know what I'm talking about? Them old plastic houses? Yeah. I do remember that. So I remember getting a bike in one of them old plastic houses. That was my Christmas praise.
Okay. I'm glad somebody had one.
All right. Well, you just had one now. I mean, if we balancing off, I'd rather have one of your Christmas praises now than a plastic ass house. Mm-mm. Come on, Christmas praise. Black love listeners, y'all got any Christmas praise stories? Come on. You better praise God for what's outside, not just under that tree. Woo!
So
and then what you got to do with the Christmas praise is whatever you're thinking about is bigger. Come on.
Okay. Well, you know.
Blow me off. You asked me what it was.
I'm not blowing you off, baby. I'm soaking it all in, baby girl. Right, I'm sucking it all in.
Your mom never told you that. That's something
no.
they say in church a lot. That's a good church thing. Yeah.
I told y'all. Niggas broke in my house and stole my Christmas gifts.
Well, it was something that was said in church. It was figuratively, not literally.
2 years in a row.
All right, Nero, what else is going on with you?
1 year they stole the food out the refrigerator.
Nero, come on. Now, stop.
The food, y'all.
You have to get beyond that.
And y'all wonder why I ain't got no joy.
Come on, you do got joy. Come on, Nero. Come on.
They stole it.
I want to hear that shit. You that friend who be calling. They always got some shit going on.
Look,
you just want to hang up on them. Come on.
My life is a series of unfortunate events.
That story.
All right, so trying to watch the BET Awards. In between that, Nyambi had my ass watching the Bobby Christina story.
I couldn't watch it no more. But that woman who played Whitney Houston.
She did play the hell out of Whitney Houston.
Damn, she played her good.
So I couldn't figure out what was going on each one of them. Like, I'll watch it, and then Nyambi flip the channel, and then we watch it again. And then Naomi's like, I can't do this shit no more. So I seen the Eminem cipher. That shit went viral. That was cool. I thought some other niggas was gonna freestyle, but I guess not. I thought it was, it was just Eminem. I thought Royce was gonna drop a flow. Thought Big Sean. I thought there was gonna be a Detroit edition, but it wasn't.
I mean, it wasn't needed.
And I understand, like,
Who you thought was gonna rap?
Big Sean.
Oh, Big Sean's good. Who else?
Royce the 5'9".
Nobody here for him.
T Grizzly.
Maybe.
Who else? That's about it.
it.
Oh,
What you thought,
Danny
Kid
Brown.
Rock was gonna get up there?
No,
What do you-
Danny Brown. There's a lot of niggas from Detroit I thought was gonna get up there.
But still, I don't know if they on the same woke level.
Mm-hmm.
That wokeness ain't created equally.
So people had mixed reviews. I thought it was dope. I
Mixed
understand.
reviews.
Because people was like, oh, y'all only saying this shit because Eminem white and he told his white fans to get together and all this.
I mean,
other
but
shit.
that's what we need. We need white people to tell other white people it's bullshit because obviously they not listening to niggas.
Exactly. So I get it. It was cool to me.
Yeah.
I liked it. I had a little bias because he nigga from Detroit.
I don't think he was a white savior in
No,
this.
I don't think he's white savior in there either.
He went directly to that white man. He ain't
Yeah.
say us black people, this is what we about to do. He went to them and said, hey, motherfucker, I would like to have a conversation with you.
And evidently, 45 still ain't said nothing. I ain't seen no news stories about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
That was very intentional.
yeah, Uncle Luke, you went to bed,
I know. Everyone told me I missed it.
nigga.
I don't know.
When Uncle Luke did his speech, and then afterwards he had that tribute. Niggas was shaking that ass,
Oh, my goodness.
shaking that ass,
I mean,
shaking that
He
ass.
one of the creators of it, so.
Man, I'm surprised you ain't hear me because I was turned the fuck up.
Oh, I
turned
ain't
the
hear
TV
nothing. I
all the
was
way up.
Oh, I ain't hear nothing.
He was turned it
I'm going
up.
to have to look on YouTube for it.
So that was cool. I like that. That was up. What's going on with this fucking Harvey Weinstein dude raping all these fucking women?
I mean,
Or
is
like
this-
sexual harassing and shit like that.
Is this a new story? No. Old white men in power
Always,
taking advantage
yeah.
of women. This is not a new dialogue. This is not a new thing, right?
Yeah, so they done fired his ass. They done fired him from his own company.
And the thing is, he got some good shit come
Yeah.
out of that company. Again, we separating the man from the art.
Yes, it's fucked up though.
It is. Oh, I'm not saying it's not, but I'm just saying this ain't new shit. It ain't shocking at all. I mean,
It's fucked up, and I feel like it's Bill Cosby all over again. Like, I need to stop victim blaming these damn women or these people.
Yeah.
Y'all victim blame when they come out. You victim blame when they afraid to come out, and you victim blame when, 30 years later shit come out. Like, you always mad at their ass. Like, leave their ass the fucking alone.
yeah. I'd rather folks not say anything than the way they go in on some of these.
And
people.
then, for y'all niggas, you be like, well, women be lying and shit. Man, that's the exception.
Yeah.
That ain't the rule.
Yeah, it don't have.
Most of the
sometimes
time.
it is, but it ain't all the time.
It's like, okay, maybe, 0.01% of the time, but most of the time, these women are telling the real fucking truth. So
Absolutely.
leave these women alone. And then you seen that shit about Terry Crews?
Yeah.
About his ass being sexually, or somebody grabbing on his Johnson and shit like that.
I mean, that's a sexual assault, sir.
Yeah, sexual assault.
Yeah. And he said, what was he saying? He didn't come out because he didn't want to be blackballed.
Yeah, because he wanted to work.
Yeah, because they wouldn't have hired his black ass no more.
This is man.
They wouldn't have.
I know.
And I appreciate him being that honest and transparent in that too. That's what's up.
And then for all these other people, it's like, well, I knew this was going on. Like, why y'all wait? Why y'all
They scared.
I'm talking about the people who was like, the secret is and blah blah blah, not the actual victims, but for the niggas that was like, I knew this was going on. Why the fuck you ain't say nothing?
Yeah, because everybody's scared. Everyone's scared. But
Wait in the hofu. Nigga, why you scared?
Yeah.
So, that shit going on. So
What do you mean? But no, I think that's something you don't hear a lot about black men coming forward about sexual assault.
yeah.
And I think that was unique. I think I still haven't watched Vanzant, y'all. I think a few episodes is dedicated to black men who have been victims of sexual assault, or survivors, I should say, of sexual assault. That's just something that's not talked about a lot.
It's not. Especially for a black man.
No.
It's a lot going on, but I don't want to.
Bring the energy down.
I don't want to bring the energy down too much, but I do want to say, fucking Jay. It's been reported that Jay-Z trying to buy out Harvey Weinstein's stake. What that nigga?
He make money moves.
That nigga making bloody moves right there. If that shit is true,
Yeah.
head nod to him.
Wow.
That's the fuck what's up.
That's how you slide in.
Other things.
Yes.
Did you hear about that nigga, that white nigga that brung a watermelon to the Detroit Fire Department?
No.
On his first day at work?
No.
He got fired for bringing
Why
that water.
did he bring a watermelon?
His ass
Was it a
brung-
potluck in this bitch? What are you doing?
No, so the thing is, on tradition, there's like, traditionally like the new guy brings in like a gift or whatever. And like the guy on the news says it's usually like coffee or donuts or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, something simple, some Panera.
Yeah, his ass brung in a whole ass watermelon with a pink Christmas bow on it. They got his ass the fucking together and got his ass the fuck out of there.
Really?
Hell
He got
yeah.
fired for
Yes,
that?
on his first day. I don't even think
Hold
it was
on,
his
it's
first
the
day.
Detroit police? Fire department?
Yes.
He tried that shit.
He gonna bring.
How old is he? What age is this? Is this a douchey white boy?
It don't matter.
Oh my God.
His ass. Somebody should have.
He got his ass whooped on that. That's crazy.
It is.
What was his intention? What is his intention behind it?
I don't know. Most people's like, motherfuckers bring in coffee. Like,
You
even for like
extra.
my first day of jobs, like, that's how I usually get their ass. Like, I bring in 3 dozen donuts, a Dunkin' Donuts, or some coffee, 2 boxes of Joe's. The white folks go crazy for that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Nero, you brung this in?
I love coffee. Ooh, they love that Dunkin' Donuts. They got to lace Dunkin' Donuts with cocaine.
Oh, I'm married from
So and so.
I'm married from finance.
Yeah. Yeah. What did they lace Dunkin' Donuts with? Because the white people out here be on losing their damn mind for Dunkin' Donuts.
Heroin.
You know that opioid epidemic is serious in this East Coast. It ain't a war on the drugs. It's an epidemic when it's white people.
Right.
White people, it's a war on drugs.
So
Alrighty.
that's what I got. We got any pillow talk?
Of course. It's American freaking Horror Story. Near home.
Oh,
You know I love it.
all right. Well, what's going
Why
on?
you teasing me?
Neums?
You
With
know that
S?
Midwest with the S. Everything is plural.
Okay, Nyambis.
Where we started off, you gonna tell the folks what happened in it?
Yeah, so Meadow revealed to Allie, that's Sarah Paulson character, the crying ass white lady,
Yes.
that she had fallen in love with Kai,
Oh Lord.
and then she decided to desert the coat when her feelings was not reciprocated.
Duh.
So
Ain't that what white girls do?
because Kai was running that old school player game where you run the same lines
That's
on
what I
every
said. He didn't
shit.
even change the lines.
No, he didn't.
Jesus, he didn't even adapt it to the girl.
And get like the same gifts and everything. He can get everybody a fucking cog shell.
Shut up. You missing up. That was Law and Order.
I know.
You mixing up the stuff, but I know what you mean.
This
He was
nigga-
complimenting her on her talents and then
Yeah.
gave her gifts. You
It
stupid.
was the same words. You
Yeah.
know how you used to do back in the day when you thought, or maybe you didn't, when you thought you was a player,
Yeah.
and then you just go buy a bunch of rings or a bunch of necklaces. Baby, this is for you.
Special.
You
Well, that's
the
them
one.
promise rings and
you
shit I told
so
y'all don't
special. You so special. You special.
do it. Oh Lord.
And so then her ass go, and Allie is trying to figure out like how she gonna use Meadow's testimony to expose Kai and all this other shit. So she asked for help and like all this other stuff. So I think the overall thing of this episode was it was all a fucking ploy because
Was
you thought Meadow was for Team Allie.
No.
And then Meadow went to that fucking
Rally?
that rally and started shooting up everybody.
She shoot everybody
And
up.
then she was like, "This is what true loves mean," and shot herself.
Shot her damn self.
And then here goes Allie ass with that motherfucking gun, and now the police and got her. And then at the end of the episode, it showed that Meadow and Kai was having sex, and he was like, "I need you to."
Do this. That must how Janae Aiko and Big Sean be. Because I don't know why sis got that tattoo on her. I'm just playing.
So all this was all for the
that
grounds of proving that Allie is a crazy motherfucker.
Yeah, and to elevate the cult. So
Yes.
to bring not only local exposure but national
Mm-hmm.
exposure to the cult, to the leader. Because like that motherfucker said, everybody love they would say this is a Christian nation. Everyone loves a resurrection. I said, got to
goddamn.
be more careful.
Ooh, I
they
know.
had some quotables in
They
this
sure
one.
did.
When he said, this Christian country loves a resurrection. So they love anybody who's been hurt and come back from the dead. I said, that they ain't talking about my Lord. And also what it was, remember, he also went against that candidate, and it was this woman. She was like the perfect mix of Hillary Clinton, Jill Stein, and Bernie Sanders, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she was woke, she was conservative, but she understood everything, and she read him for fucking filth.
Sure did.
And then when they killed that woman, and what Kai said was like, well, she was like, you're a blip, this is not real, people come to their senses. Like, she was not the one to fucking be played with. But Kai was like, this nation does not, what did he say?
Value education.
Does not value intellect anymore. And when he said that, I said, got to be more careful. Intellect or knowledge. Knowledge is not valued anymore. Knowledge and facts, that doesn't matter. It's just what you can get people to believe. I said, ooh, they better stop it because we're too close to it. Ryan fucking Murphy's.
With an S.
He did this episode. This episode left me breathing heavy.
Sure did.
Because whenever the credits come on, he don't ease into the credits.
No.
He just throw them up and slap them in your face.
Sure does.
And say, that's the end, bitch.
And
See you next week.
You be like, that's it? Like, I want more.
Yeah, you be like, see you next week, bitch. But I'm excited to see where we're going to go for. I mean, she's a white woman, so she's going to get off. And there was too many people who lived around, so they'll see that she wasn't the one doing. You know what I'm saying? So someone will vouch for her, right? Yeah. But I don't know. They got the police in on it.
They do.
But she's a white woman, so she's going to get off. So I'm really interested where this going to go because we only halfway through. Think we still halfway through the season. We got a good 5 or 6 more episodes. So.
I'm looking forward to the Halloween episode.
I know it's going to be sickening. The Halloween episode is always crazy. Even if you don't watch any more American Horror Stories, if you just watch the Halloween episode, it's sickening. Anything else, Nearums?
No, I like the episode. That's what I had.
All right. Oh, thank you. All right, your favorite. This Is Us. What happened?
I don't know. That girl done got adopted and her ass came for Beth and called Beth a bitch. I said, ooh. And now y'all be, what the fuck you thought was going to happen? I told you what the fuck was going to happen.
Yeah, what the fuck they thought was going to happen? She was going to come up in here and just be like, oh, yeah, I love my black family. Everything that happened in my life never happened. Now I'm happy. Oh, dumbass.
That little black girl, I can't think of her name, but she the real MVP.
Deja.
No,
oh,
not
the baby.
Deja.
Oh, the cute baby.
Yeah.
I forgot that baby. Oh, she's so cute.
She the
Who
real
be talking
MVP.
like this?
Yes.
She remind me of the little girl that used to be on the Bernie Mac show.
Oh,
she was
Uncle
younger, baby
Bernie.
Gertie. That's what she
Yeah.
remind me of. Yeah, she would have been perfect for that. And she told her, like, child, you need to relax. You want to sit in that chair. She was scared.
You scared? You can sleep in that chair.
Child, but who the boss? Both of them.
Both of them.
But really, mama.
And they ass, they got pictures and shit. All her ass want to do is go to fuck bed.
She wanted to go to sleep. But also she think, and I'm looking from the girl in the foster home perspective, she think this is just a layover. So she think gonna be there, what, 3, 4, 5 months, maybe 6
If
months,
that.
maybe get a Christmas out of it, and then ease on back. But for some reason, I'm thinking her mom going to jail for some years with an S.
Yes.
And the way they just said it, but the way that Randall said it at the end, like he done did this whole rendition of who he is and why they wanted her there, and then, bam.
Right.
Your mama ain't coming.
They said, okay, my mama be home. Like, no, she ain't coming home.
I said, maybe we could have gave her 24 hours
Damn.
of joy. 24 hours of like, oh, I'm in a decent home. I can see my mom's. Like,
Nope.
something.
Fuck that. They ass need to know the harsh realities early on.
But then also it was nice to see how the black girl, the Deja, the fosteree, kind of was like, dang, this y'all house. Y'all get your own iPad? Like,
Right.
just to kind of see that dichotomy, like, dang, this how black, I know that's what she want to say. This how black folk live.
Right. You living like a white person.
Come on. That's what I'm waiting on. And I don't know if they're going to address that in a different episode. To be like, y'all live and talk like white people.
Mm-hmm. Well, Deja was getting her ass whooped up on. You can tell.
Yeah, she was.
When she
definitely
flinched like
getting-
that.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all can't see me, but she was like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Beth was like, I got it. I got it.
It's okay.
Yeah, okay.
What else you got on this?
Um,
What's going on with his name? Kevin? Kevin?
yeah.
Is it a
The
white boy?
boy. My favorite douchey white boy. I like him.
Well, he ain't really mourned his father's death.
I mean, how do you mourn a parent's death?
I don't know. When are we going to find out how White Daddy died?
At the end of the season?
I'm tired of this shit. I want to know how White Daddy died.
It got to be some forum somewhere. We're getting clues. It's like American Horror Story too.
Fuck the clues. And I know they building up.
Fire.
I know they building up and all this other shit. I'm tired of the build up.
It's only the third episode.
Show me how White Daddy died.
You're not gonna know till May.
Shit.
Next May will
Pissing
know.
me off.
It's gonna be like
come on
How to
now.
Get Away with Murder.
Because other than that, like, I'm like, I'm just waiting.
It's like I can't focus on the other storylines because I want to know how White Daddy died.
Exactly. I can't enjoy it until I figure out how White Daddy died. Maybe get a tear or two and call it a day. But other than that, these other fake sentimental moments, I can't get with it.
It's not fake.
It's fake until White Daddy died.
What you think about, well, him and his son Kevin, he ain't mourning. He was sad. He was triggered, honey. He couldn't focus.
Couldn't even focus.
And that twin sister, she be clueless. That's why I say she like her mama. Because remember her mama came in doing this. She doing the same shit to him.
Yeah.
I said, well, sis, damn, you don't have to talk about that with Sylvester Stallone. You didn't. I was kind of team Kevin with that. You don't got to come to my place of work and talk about our dead daddy. Relax, sis. And then when she said, you just mad because your life don't got no purpose. Oh, he read her for Phil. He called her a useless woman.
Only thing he called her everything short than a fat bitch.
Yeah, but that stuff don't hurt. See, that don't hurt. Fat, she knows she fat. That don't hurt. Like, that don't really hurt. Big girls, like, we'll get an attitude and be like, oh yeah, he called me fat. We know we fat. Them facts, right? We can see that. But when you hit person right there, we're talking about when you just walking around, you don't got no fucking purpose. That's a different level of hurt.
Well,
Fat is fine.
What
Fine,
is her
whatever.
job?
What's she doing to be Toby's fiance?
Oh. What is she
To try
doing
to
for
sing,
a
honey.
living?
What do you call her? A cabaret singer?
Yeah.
That's why I like that chemistry of brothers and sisters because they be reading each other for filth, low key. And then they call and be like, all right, I'm sorry. I ain't mean that shit. Because she read him for filth too.
Sure did.
In the first season, talking about you be with these bitches and you self-centered. Like, get over yourself. So that's what real folks supposed to do for you.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that happened? I can't really think of nothing else that stood out to me.
I need to rewatch it.
Why you got to rewatch it?
Because I need to figure out these clues so I can make me a think piece on how White Daddy died and put it on the blog.
Why do it have to be a think piece? I mean, there's a lot of African American. I don't know. I think we just make our listeners listen to our updates. I think we want a few, like, who other black people you know watch this?
Rod and Karen.
Oh, okay. That's good. Well, you know, they a different breed of niggas. Like us.
Yeah. But they're my people.
Yeah.
So they listen to it as well. They watch it.
This is us be it. Well, I am ready for a good tear, though. Hope they bring it to it this week.
I hope so. It ain't going to happen until White Daddy dies for me.
Well, oh, I know when I figure out how White Daddy died, I'ma holler. It's coming. It's coming. But I thought it was these episodes.
It was a good episode.
I
It was
told
better than
Beth
the first.
and them that this shit was gonna happen. I don't know what they thought there was gonna be Black Savior. Like, what they thought.
It was going to be some good ass
And
drama.
I knew when they said she was 13 too. And
It's
in and
gonna
out.
be some good drama with fucking Deja and Beth.
Yeah, they going.
Ooh, it's going to beef. It's going to be some beefing.
Yeah.
Because you can already see she
Because they
can
gonna
call
put her in
Beth that
place.
bitch.
She gonna call her. Gonna put her in her place, honey.
Hell
Gonna check
yeah.
her. Yeah, they gonna check.
And then what Beth going to do with that 3A hair?
She gonna wear real Afrocentric hairstyles. It's coming.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know much about Beth. Can we get more of her backstory?
I don't, yeah. What is
Like,
it?
is Beth black or is Beth biracial?
I don't
She
know.
can go both. That'd throw a little. I don't know if she's biracial though. I would like to meet her parents.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anywho, nuts.
You tell me. What's next?
Oh, so I found this article, right? Y'all know I be perusing and looking at different stuff, and it was talking about the use of like the word love. So is love a useless word? Do people just throw around the word love like it's, you know, all willy-nilly, nobody really matters? And what the author really got down to it is that we set aside kind of our idealized notions about what loves and looks like, and instead kind of focus on it kind of like the ancient Greeks did. So the ancient Greeks just didn't have one word for love. They had multiple words for love because there's multiple ways to show it and express it. So there's 3 ones that they have that they focused on. So the first one is eros, E-R-O-S, and this is the kind of love like that white hot passion. So you feel early in a relationship. So I almost want to say lust. But you know, when you see that person and them butterflies come, you get nervous sweat, or you be just sitting alone and you just sitting at your desk, or you sitting at the box store and you just start smiling. Yeah, that's what I be doing for you, Nero.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I be thinking that flower come. Steal my joy. No, I'm joking. And then the next one is called Philia. I hope I'm saying this right. F-H-I-L-I-A. And what that is that deep, abiding friendship. That's something that's developed over time. So that's not something you get instantly, but it's over time. So it's different than that passion love, but it's just that deep, like we are friends, that spiritual connection, I would say. And then lastly is agape. Am I saying this right? A-G-A-P-E. And what it is, that's that charitable love you feel towards your significant other when they make a mistake, for instance. So I think of it as like that mama bear, papa bear. Like when you're going through a rough time and you kind of feel like you want to sweep in and save them or just be that support system for them. So those are just the different types of loves that they talked about. And in the article, they really the author expressed how philia, again, that deep, abiding friendship that's developed over time, is particularly important in long-term relationships, because just because that hot and heavy eros, we said before, it tends to come and go. So the other loves are more
Fleeting.
fleeting. So they have phases. But the thing is that philia, I hope I'm saying that right, the philia is something that stays there. So it's always underlined, it's always there. And also the author thought that the feeling of eros, so that hot passion, those butterflies, can eventually turn into philia, that long craving love, but it's normally translated into a friendship. So I just thought that was interesting to have this conversation on your thought on the use of love and the actions by it, and then your ideas on the different types of love and what it looks like. Nero, what you think? So what's your thoughts on love, I should say, using the word love in a relationship?
I love you.
Nero, if you're not ready to talk, just
No. I'm just trying to
flesh it out.
Yeah, loosen it up a little bit. No.
You thought that was intense?
I didn't say it was intense, but
it's something.
You dropped this knowledge on me, and then you like, Nero, what you got?
I just asked you. That's how we always do it.
I know. I think these three types of like subcategories of love, or however you want to call it, I think it's true. I think there are like three different stages of love when it comes to it. So I think we do have that philia, and I think that's always the cornerstone of a great relationship, is being friends or having that friendship, and just knowing that your partner should be your best friend.
Yeah, but I think it's deeper than friendship.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know if friendship is the right word. Like it's something else. It's like if eros is like that hot passion, that quick flame flickering, I would describe that other one as like a slow burning fire.
Yeah.
Like in a fireplace. It's like even like that is dimming, but it's still hot as hell, right? So it's the blue flame. Yeah. That's how I would describe that. It's the real hot one. Sometimes you can't even see it, but it's always there. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that philia is just the cornerstone.
Yeah.
You need that. And, you also need that eros, or however you pronounce that.
Yes, eros.
That to keep the passion going. And I think that's kind of when you like date nights and taking your girl out and things of that sort. But you can't have that all the time. I just think it's like some friends relationships where it's just always fighting like cats and dogs. They're either fighting like cats and dogs, or they fucking.
Yes.
And sometimes you can't tell what's the difference.
Yeah, you don't. Come on. That was a word. Now you say you can't tell the difference between fighting and fucking.
Yes.
Fighting and fucking. That's all you do. Everybody that had them relationships, all you do is fight and fuck.
Yes.
Come on.
So you really can't tell the difference. So
they both hurt so bad.
And then it usually just ends in a burnt down house.
Shut up. What are you talking about? Where are you going with this?
I'm for real. It ends up in that. It ends down in a burnt down house, because that shit just blows the fuck up.
Yeah, because it's so hot. It's so passionate. There's like no control. It's not. That's what I'm trying to say for the other one. It's like a controlled burn. I think the deeper, what's it called, agape, is really no. The philia is like a really long burning and continuously going. But I want to talk about that last one, that agape, AGAPE, y'all, that charitable love. So I think, as I talk more with my girlfriend, my friends, I think women are, especially black women, are falling more into that category when it comes to men.
What you mean?
I've just seen a lot more women become Captain Save the Hoe than I ever have in my life. Where before, that's something men used to say. To other men, like, oh, you Captain Save, oh, you always saving these bitches. Don't save her; she don't want to be saved, right? Yeah. But I think a lot of women, especially highly educated women or women who are making a decent amount of money, are saving a lot of these niggas. And I'm not just talking about financially. I'm talking about, I think a listener letter said it, like you going from relationship to caseworker. And you're literally taking care of these niggas, like you're mothering these niggas, and you're solving their problems. And the feeling that I think the women get from helping these guys solve their problems is a feeling of love. But that love is not going to help you long term, right? Yeah. Because I think it still gives you that initial feeling of philia. So that long, abiding friendship, like, oh, we in this together, we ride or die. But over time, the shit feels different. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you be like, I'm always saving this
Yeah,
nigga.
you a mentor that he can get the fuck.
Oh my God. What the hell did you just say?
Yeah, mentor.
You said you his mentor, he get the fuck.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. So I think initially all these loves feel the same.
Mm-hmm.
So short term, I think philia, agape, all this stuff. So the lust, the long lasting love, and this Captain Save-A-Ho love, they all feel the same in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But the difference is over time, what's sustainable is only that philia. That's what I'm saying. Because I don't think the other ones are sustainable to keep that intensity up for so long.
Yeah.
But initially, I think they all feel the same. Because it's still those trigger, those endorphins, those dopamine, all those things are signaling. It's good, but I don't know if you can keep it up. You can't keep saving folks forever. You can't be fighting and fucking forever. And that's what I think channels into it.
But I think you need a heavy balance of all three of them, though.
Yes, you can. But I think folks is just living off some of those. It ain't no balance. You either fighting or fucking or you saving them.
Well, you can also be in the middle. Like you get, but the thing is, you can be in the middle and like not have no passion. Like you can just have
come on.
that that friendship, or I call it like being in a slump, and then y'all be in a slump for like years, and you don't have that passion. I think you need that passion, and you need that. Not even Captain Save-A-Ho, but that charitable love. So your partner going through some things. I think about like a death in the family.
Yeah.
Your partner lose a job. Your partner has postpartum depression, or an injury, or a sickness, or something like that. Like I feel like all of those things encompass within that charitable love or whatever. But you need a balance, and it needs to always, fluctuate or intertwine, or whatever. Like have a happy medium. But the thing is, like too much of one thing,
it's bad.
It's bad. So too much of fighting and fucking is bad. Too much of just staying.
Friends, buddies.
And friends, but what's that I'm trying to say? Staying at
equilibrium.
Just I don't even call it equilibrium. Like just staying kosher. Like no
coasting.
passion.
That's the thing.
Yeah, you just coasting through it. Like friendships and contentment. Yeah, you staying straight at contentment, and that's cool. But how much contentment you gonna get until somebody fall out of head? Because it's contentment or consistency or whatever we call it eventually gets boring.
Yeah.
Like I see the friendship, and yes, you gotta have that friendship and you gotta have that cornerstone, but when does it get boring when everything is the same and there's no passion, there's no surprises, there's no nothing?
Oh. Come on, Neil.
That's where I'm trying to get at.
Well, say the words.
I'm saying it.
Hey. That's why I bought you some treats the other day.
Okay, and I bought you some too.
That's a surprise.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny when your partners has been going through a rough week, that when you come home, both of y'all got a treat for each other.
That's what we did. I said, I got a surprise for you.
And I'm like, shit, Naomi is like day 7 or it's like day 7 or day 8 on this 10-day. She is on one. Let me bring her a cupcake.
Yes, and he did. And I brought you some dark chocolate and nuts because I know you're on that vegan life. But getting back to love, I just thought that was an interesting way to think about it and break it down. And another way, because I think a lot of times when we say love, it's just one word. Yes. Oh, I love you, done. And when do you say it? But I think just the way that the author took the time to break it down and explain the different types of it was super, super interesting.
So to answer the question, you answer the question. Is love a useless word then?
You always got to tie it back.
What? I'm just asking.
I don't think it's useless, but I think we have to be intentional with how we use it. So I think love is a useless word if it has no intent or impact. But if you have an intent and aware of your impact, it can be great.
Okay.
So if you're not aware of where you're falling on this spectrum, then yes, it is a useless word because you don't know how to apply it, what it looks like, and all that.
Gotcha.
You like that? Mm-hmm. What was your answer?
I didn't have one. That's why I asked you.
Okay. Oh my goodness, he loves to tap dance on my nerves, and it's Friday, and I'm trying to be in a good mood.
I know. We got a book club up. Did you read the book during your 10 days?
Yes. I don't know how, but the grace of God. Okay. But nothing but the grace of God got me through. So I finished through the book, y'all. So I got to figure out what book I'm gonna get for you next week, right? You ready?
Sure.
You keep it up. I'm gonna give you the whole Harry Potter series.
You can't give me the whole series.
We're gonna be through it through next year. Look, we still now we on the Chamber of Secrets, y'all. The Half-Blooded Prince, Deathly Hallows. That's a classic book. That's a classic. Like I'm gonna have my children reading that. Anywho, so I read the last few chapters of the book, y'all. And what I'll do, I'll go through what I see. There's only a few things left. So chapter 12 was the brain. So it's like broadcasting and receiving station for your thoughts, right? So that's how the author described it. In this chapter, the author kind of narrates the principles discussed earlier from the perspective of like the brain's role in the process. It doesn't do much to really cover it, but it makes sense because when this book came out in the 30s or the 40s,
Yeah, something like that.
I don't think it was a lot of brain research going on. So it really just talked about the importance of the brain and, neurotransmitters, but they didn't really know what the fuck they was talking about too much on that. Somebody need to update that. A neuroscientist need to go back through that and talk about learned experience schemas and stuff to help them out in chapter 12. What thing that I really liked in this that I wanted to get your opinion on, Niram, is this idea that he talked about the sixth sense. So they said this is the door to the temple of wisdom. So often the sixth sense is defined as a portion of like your subconscious mind, which has been referred to in the book as this idea of creative imagination. So that intuition. So that area which warns you of kind of impeding dangers and when to avoid you, or that thing where it tells you like, this is a good opportunity. You need to take the jump. You need to go for it. In the book, the author goes in to describe like an exercise that they use to make this concept come to life. They're big about visualization. So before they go to bed, the author said you're supposed to close your eyes and picture a counselor of advisors. For him, it was folks like Napoleon, Ford, Edison, and all that good stuff. And he thought of these people, and what he did, he selected each of them in for a particular trait that he desired to have or to intimidate, right? And he was basically the chairman of this invisible council. And what he would do would run through his head on if he had different projects coming up and bounce it off them and estimate or guess what they would say back to him and use that. So I thought that was great. So I took it as this idea of having like this advisory board of folks in your life. His was imaginary, but you can have an imaginary or real, and just to bounce your ideas off of personally and professionally. Niram, what's your thoughts on that?
It's always good to have an advisory board. I have one when it comes to all the big decisions I made that I make. Hell, you a part of it?
Yes, I said, who a part of it?
You, Nia, me.
Jesus, no. Okay. Go ahead.
I would say y'all are the main, and then sometimes I have like some subsidiary type people that who comes in and bring in like some type of creativity into it.
Yeah.
But when
so
it comes
what are the
to
characteristics that I have or Nia has that you like? That's what they get to do.
So one of the things that you have that I don't have is that type A brain.
Mm-hmm.
So anything that does with like logistics, that's what you're about. Nia, when it comes anything that comes to, I would say A, writing, or B, being scientifically creative.
Uh-huh.
So he's always the one that's like, okay, what would this look like if you did it this way or you did it that way? Mm-hmm. I think that's where y'all come in at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about you?
What about your subsidiaries? I don't hear about these other folks. What they bring?
Some of them bring like different things. So, one of them wrote a book. I might bring him in just on like book writing stuff, or one of them is like a public speaker. I might bring him in, get some ideas on like the public speaking world and things of that sort.
Yeah.
I also have like a mastermind I'm a part of when it comes to.
What's that?
A mastermind is a group of other people who are doing somewhat similar to what you're doing. So I have a mastermind when it comes to like my health and fitness podcast. So it's a bunch of us health and fitness people who are trying to like make careers within that field. So we might have a blog. One has a box.
Like a monthly?
Yeah, like a monthly subscription box that's targeted towards like bariatric patients. One like creates websites for health and fitness people. One is a graphic designer. One is like a successful blogger. You got me in there, and we all bounce ideas off each other on how to create our business. We put each other in hot seats, and that's basically where.
What's a hot seat?
A hot seat is like when you talk about an issue that you're having with your, with your business, or some things you want to do with your business, and they pretty much go in and.
They tear that ass up.
They tear that idea down.
Oh my goodness. You need to do it because when you put it in the world gonna tear it up.
So, and that's the thing. Like these people,
they care about you.
They care about you, and they want your best interest at hand, and they want to make sure that you succeed. So they come up with it, as much opposition as they can think about, so you can actually think about and move forward with that. So that's what a mastermind is. So we meet bi-weekly or bi-monthly.
We might need to get some of our best listeners and do a mastermind group and just tear each other up on ideas. Because we love each other. So we know we could take the tear up because we know in the end, we love each other. For us, it's because we love you. Yeah.
And there was also a mastermind I used to pay for.
Oh.
Because it was like one of those like internet gurus and things of that sort. And, you can have a mastermind with him and, some other people. And it's pretty much like you, like more or less like paying for his time for him to like bring in some of his ideas and things of that sort, because he's very successful and, tell you like the things that he did to succeed.
If you could create, so I know those are real people. If you create an imaginary mastermind, kind of like the author did, who folks would be, or your advisory board, I guess that would be a mastermind group.
Oprah
Queen. Put respect on her name. You see, Oprah got instant food now.
Yeah.
She done brought TV dinners back in style. I thought Oprah told us we ain't supposed to eat food in the microwave.
I don't know.
But now she eating them. Now I might have to try it.
Oh my God.
She got them soups. Everything is cauliflower based and butternut squash based.
So I have Oprah there. I'll have like Jay-Z.
Oh, okay.
I'll have Baby. No, I won't have Baby.
Oh,
I
Lord.
have Slim.
Is he dead?
No, Slim is alive.
Oh.
I have Slim.
That's what's it called, the Mandela effect. Is he dead? Y'all heard of the Mandela effect? With stuff like it's an alternate timeline and shit not real, like the Bernstein Bears is not how you say it. I think something's to that. I think they don't reset the timeline.
I wouldn't have Baby, but I have Slim just on the fact
Why?
that these niggas, Cash Money.
But no, why not Baby? Like, I understand Cash Money.
Yeah.
Like, Cash Money is Cash Army is an army, Baby
yeah,
is a Navy.
Navy.
Yeah, I know that.
Because I think when it comes to it, Baby is more of the face.
Really?
And I think Slim is more of the behind the scenes.
I thought he passed away.
No.
R.I.P.
No. I think Baby is more or less the face
He with Tony Braxton.
of Cash Money to show the success and things of that sort. But Slim, I feel like Slim is the one that's in the background. Like making
You right. I ain't
making
heard
moves.
nothing about him.
Like, you don't see him. And like when you do see him out in public, that nigga dressed like a bum.
I mean, Nero.
No, I'm being for real. Like, I seen him somewhere, and
He just have a white t-shirt, a
this
pair
nigga
of
just had like
jeans
some regular clothes
from
on,
Walmart, honey.
Yeah, some LL Bean. So it's like it's something about that this nigga is still able to like make these moves
And
and
ain't
like
no ticky.
create a record label to have a 90-10 deal with Universal. So and to still have money, and like hell, they probably ain't paying they artists, but they ain't. But it's something about that. So I'll have him there. So I'll say Oprah, Jay-Z, Slim. Who else? I think I have Denzel there.
Denzel Washington.
Yes.
He be spitting low key.
Yeah, he be speaking.
Low fee truth, but he only spits so much truth to you. Like, you got to get Denzel alone with some Hennessy to really tell the truth and shame the devil. Do you know, like, he the one you got to dim the lights, you got to turn your cell phone in at the door, no pictures, nothing recorded, and then it look like he'll go into his American Gangster character. Now let me tell you.
What else?
Who else?
I have Ava on there.
Ava DuVernay.
Yes.
Ava DuVernay, just for her eye and creativity.
Yes, just for the eye and creativity. It's like, Ava, this is what I'm thinking.
She just sees things through like 3D goggles. Like, she just has a lens and an eye for shit that I'm like, bitch, I didn't even know that net on that tree was beautiful until you pointed it there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it just be a whole gang of flies and she take a picture of it or show it and it's just beautiful.
Will Smith. That nigga be dropping some knowledge. He be dropping low-key knowledge. And it's something about that nigga. That nigga, he winning. Yeah. He living his best life.
I think he winning too. Even though folks be trying to talk about his movies. I don't think Will Smith's movies are bad.
No.
I don't think they're as bad as people make them out to be.
Mm-mm. Especially that movie about that fear.
I thought that was good.
I thought it was a good movie too.
Yeah.
And I think I would need somebody with like comedic relief.
Oh, like a Martin Lawrence.
Like a Martin.
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams.
I don't know if I want Cat Williams on my advice. I guess he can tell you what not to do, honey.
Just to have like that comedic relief. So I think that'll be well rounded.
Who's your tech gurus? That's what you want to do. You the guru, honey.
Me?
Hey.
I don't know. I have to think of that.
Ooh, see, that's what I say. You gotta think of this.
I want somebody black though.
It's black tech gurus. We just don't know their names. They gurus out there, honey. Don't let Mark Zuckerberg fool you.
I know.
Ew.
So that's what I have. What about you?
So I asked you the question because I admire it. Like, I think I tell people this. So this is where Nyambi get caught up, and this is really I got to make sure my word is impeccable. I don't have an advisory board.
What?
I know. I tell people all the time. What? Take that back.
Clutch pearls.
I take that back. Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and God. So I got a 3-member advisory board, and sometimes I'm mama.
But you gotta be vulnerable enough to put yourself out there. I know.
That's why I was asking you. So I hope to create a advice. Like, it's friends I have conversations with, but I don't think I'm ever as honest and transparent as you are, and vulnerable. Like, you would literally go to people and be like, "This is what it is." I'm asking you, what would you do? Period. Like, people be like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, X, Y, and Z." It never comes off as ask. Like, I'm always open, but I've never been in a place where I ask. So I personally don't have an advisory board. Like, I have a handful of friends that I'll tell them what's going on, but I don't have a group of people where I'm like, whoa, this is my life. This is what's going on. Like, I would consider definitely you and Nia, but I don't think I've ever formally sat y'all down and be like, this is what, like, Niram would be like, group discussion. What do y'all think? Or even how Niram's involved in like these, because I've seen them do it. I just never knew the name of it. They be in the mastermind groups, and I always be snooping. And when I tell you, y'all, they be shading and tearing people the fuck up. I was like, Niram, them people not your friends. They're not nice people. Like, why do you get on and talk with them every week? And when I tell you, they be tearing shit up, and at the end, they be like, well, good job. I'm like, what the hell? I've been bought up in a circle and cry. So I hope to find, an advisory board, or I don't even know if I'm a part of anybody else's advisory board. Maybe people don't know what Nyambi think, honey. So I don't have one, and I'm envious of that. And I think that's a blind spot that I have. And you say it relates to my lack of wanting to be vulnerable.
Yeah, you got to be vulnerable.
It's hard to be a vulnerable black. It's hard to be a black woman in these streets.
It is. But it really is. It's because having these masterminds and having these.
So that part of the book
people,
spoke to me.
You have to, be willing to trust in that person, but also you have to be willing to be vulnerable enough to even put that stuff out there. So, for example, when I was talking to Nia, I was talking to somebody else about, this other job that I got. And I was, bringing up salary because, when I talk to them, there's no secret about numbers. We talking real numbers. Like, this is what I'm getting, or this is what they're offering. This is what I want. Yeah. But they can't offer me that, and they ain't got the salary. So I'm thinking about countering with these things.
Yeah.
And, what do you think about that?
Yeah.
So I think, you have to be vulnerable and put the thing out there. Yeah. And I think that goes back down to, taking control or whatever, because like some people think controlling situations not letting people know, or not letting people be involved, where I think opposite. Me taking control is putting it out there. And I always thought that the most powerful man is the man with no secrets. You got no secrets, and you can't hold nothing over my head.
It's nothing you can say.
It's nothing you can say or do to me. So, when it comes to my advisory board, I think of the same thing. Like, I'm putting everything out there, and there's nothing you can say or do to me to hurt me. Like, these are my ideas, and I might have some flaws, but that's what I'm here to bring to y'all, to help me figure out what these flaws are. And if that means you got to tear it down, I got to know that it's not personal.
Yeah.
And it comes from a place of
love.
A place of love. And I think some people can't handle that, because in these masterminds, like, niggas do go in your ideas. They ain't calling you no stupid ass nigga.
Basically,
they
are.
But, these ideas, you've been harboring them, and you've been like, this is how I'm going to make this money and things of that sort. And you tell somebody, you be geeking because you're thinking like, yeah, they're going to be like, yeah, that was dope. We got this. Yeah. And they be like, I don't think nobody's going to like that. Or, how are you going to monetize that? Or how are you going to market that? And you're like, I have no answer. Or whatever, it's something already out there like that. So what are you going to do to make yourself different? You be like, I don't know. And then it's like, and then it gets silent. And then for some people, that's when they break down, and then they feel like stupid, and, they feel like they can't handle it and things of that sort. But you got to know, like, when you participate in these types of masterminds or advisory boards, it's not personal. Like, they do it because they love you. And if they don't have, a opinion or suggestions or something to make you feel uncomfortable, hell, they don't love you. I even think about, when I was going through my first master's degree, and I was asking people to, like, read over my paperwork, and, I'm not the best writer. So when people send it back and there ain't no red ink there, and they just sitting like, oh, it was good. And it's like, oh, well, I can't fuck with you. You don't love me because there's no red ink here nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, so you got to think about it like that. Like, the red ink is there not to tell you how bad of a writer you are. The red ink is there to show how much they love you and how much they're willing to help you see your flaws, so you won't go out into the real world where the real animals and where the real animals and killers and dealers are out there to hunt you down and kill you.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I admire it. That's why I always ask you. That's why I think one of the key pieces I got from this book was that the idea of really I need to form this advisory board, both in real life and alternate life, like so in real life, so real people I can go and talk to, and also in my head, because I think with the folks in your head, for you to be able to have these conversations, that means you got to research these people, right? You just can't be like, oh, I think about things I would say to Oprah, like, you know, that means you really got to research her state. Like, you really have to know what Oprah's done. You have to know her story. You have to watch her interviews. You have to really know her moves to formulate that. So that in itself is a form of education, informing even this I don't want to say alternate reality, but it's imaginary council board. So it makes you dive into their realm even more to know about it. So I seen that as a really blind spot that I had, that I never knew I had, and got this far in life and, you know, was moderately successful without that. And I just think, man, what I would have done if I had an advisory board that could have springboarded me to a different level. So that's definitely a huge suggestion that I got from this book, along with forming your wealth statement. So what do you want? Right. Make it plain. Like, what is your it's kind of what I say, but actually writing it down. So what is your purpose? Verbalize it and bring it to pen to paper. Because if you can't do that for your damn self, how do you expect other people to do it? So that's something that spoke to me.
My purpose.
What's your purpose there?
My purpose is to be the first late night TV show.
I thought you were being serious.
I am being serious.
Okay.
My purpose is to be the first late night TV show I own, Nero and Nyambi. You know, my other purpose is to, provide this art, and people like it enough that they're willing to pay us to come out and do live shows and, buy merch and things of that sort.
Okay.
I enjoy doing it, and I've had many conversations with other people. Shout out to Sher Jeffrey, shout out to Shanice, shout out to
we got
other people that like you guys need to do a YouTube show or do some other stuff. And
never would have thought anyone went to hear what Naomi
exactly.
had to say. Yeah,
but in order to make that happen, resources got to come in. So my purpose is to bring that up and have it provide us with opportunities that we never thought of.
Right, manifest it.
Yeah, that we never thought that would happen. And I know one of them I want is to be the first late night TV show on.
It's gonna be lit, honey. You already know it's gonna be lit.
Right.
Well, I love it. I envy it. Like I said, I don't have a in-person advisory board or an imaginary, and I know Queen Oprah and Beyonce will be on it. And I don't know who else will be on it. It have to be like of course, James Baldwin will have to be sitting chair. Okay. Of all things, my advisory board. So I just think about that type of stuff, but. It caused me to do some reflection, and it made me get my feelings a little bit. It made me really get in my feelings, because when you think you're somewhere and then you be like, oh Lord, it's kind of like grad school. Grad school lets you know how little you know. And I just had another one of those moments like, damn, I don't know shit. I thought I knew a little bit. I thought I knew a little tinge, but I don't know nothing. So it was just a humbling read, and I'm working on it. As y'all know, I'm working. Praise is my weapon. Thank you, Lord, for bringing me that insight and that clarity. I've been asking for clarity, ain't I?
Yeah.
Make it plain. In the last chapter, I would say another one that hit me in my throat. I said, why he do this at the end? He should have put this at the beginning, hitting me in my throat. So the last one was focused on fear. So they did this idea of outwitting the ciscoes of fear and clearing the brain for riches. It says faith can't coexist with fear, which is a huge word. You must master fear to grow rich. The author divides fear into 6 types, which they believe are in order from like the most extreme to not as bad, right? So they have fears of poverty, criticism, ill health, loss of love, old age, and death. So they think the worst fear of all is poverty, then criticism, ill health, loss of love, old age, and death. And it goes on to say, because fear is a state of mind, and because you have control over your state of mind, you can choose to exercise your will and banish fear, worry, negativity, and all that stuff that comes along with it. In this idea that we use to excuse failure or lack of action. So it's basically saying that fear is what stems us to fail. And their idea of failure is really lack of action, not going through a task and not working it out the way you wanted to. It just didn't work out the way you wanted to. That's not a failure. But they define failure as a lack of action. So that's something that really spoke to me, that this idea of you have to master fear to grow with rich. And something that you've always learned, I've learned in church from my elders, my parents, grandparents, is that faith and fear can't coexist together. Both can't sit in the same room.
Sure,
So
okay.
you have to make a decision on it. And that's something that got me, because I won't say I'm a fearful person, but I think sometimes I have the tendencies of fear. So I never will say like, oh, I fear this, but I'll say things like, oh, I worry about this, or have negative energy around that. But those are all the cousins and babies and the aunties of fear, right?
Yeah.
So just reflecting on that and getting that out. But what I thought was interesting is the 6 types of fears, the way they ordered it, right? So the number one fear they have is poverty. Like I said, then criticism, ill health, loss of love, old age, and death. What do you think about that order?
I agree.
Do you agree with this order, or would you switch it around, or what's your top 3? Oh, Nero.
I have to stop and think. I have to look at it and see.
Yeah, you're seeing them.
Yeah. I would put poverty, criticism, and I don't want to say ill health.
Yeah.
Not even loss of love.
Oh, so that's just it, honey.
I think for me, it's poverty and criticism,
Really?
because I ain't afraid to die.
Hey, come on.
But I think poverty and criticism, I think, when it comes to being an artist and being creative and doing these things, criticisms can eat you alive heavily, even in criticisms in yourself. And also just growing up in Detroit and just being a poor black person and like being touched by white hands and having like these 9-to-5 jobs, these cubicle warriors,
Yeah.
and, and doing that, and you get caught up in these golden handcuffs where, your salary's so good, you can't leave though, because you ain't gonna be able to find no job that pay you as good as they do. But you hate it there and you want to go somewhere else, but you can't because you fear that you're gonna be broke and you can't make it. So
Yeah.
poverty is definitely up there.
Yeah. I think for me, poverty is number one. So the idea of living in poverty, you don't want to do that, right? Because that's a whole mentality, a state of mind. Criticism's important to me, but I won't think it's my second one. My second one actually would be loss of love.
Really?
Yeah, loss of love. That's something that really hurts me. Like if I don't have passion or that loss of love, like that's something that really makes me. Because to me, without love, there's no purpose to anything. So why we doing all this stuff for the people we love, right?
Yeah.
For either for the people we love or because we love something. So if we don't have the love, what is the purpose? Like it's almost no purpose to anything. Like I start going down my rabbit hole. Nero knows I love to go. Remember I talked this thing about time and money. Then I start going down this hole of love. Like if there's not love in the world, you don't have love for something, or someone or something. Then what is the purpose of all this? Like what are we here for then? If there's no love, like that's a scary thought to me. If everyone just decided like, I don't love shit. So that one, then I would say criticism, then ill health, old age and death. I don't know if it's just because we brown folks from the Midwest with a little bit of a Christian background. Old age and death don't scare me, honey. Old age is a privilege. Okay?
Yeah.
That is a privilege I can't wait to get. And death, I ain't scared of death, honey.
No.
When my granddad, when that death angel got no name, no age, no bias, no criticism, no nothing. When it's time, it's time. So them two really don't scare me either. But loss of love, poverty, criticism, and even that ill health. I teeter back and forth with that ill health because I think we're a lot more informed and educated than our predecessors.
Yeah.
So then our parents, our grandparents, grandparents, right?
Yeah.
So we a lot more aware of symptoms. We know you ain't supposed to eat them hog maws. Like, we know you're supposed to move that body. We know changing your diet can change, a lot of illnesses that we know these things, right? If we're not doing this, we bullshitting. It ain't, back in the day, they ain't know what some shit was. They ain't know what happened. They just call it sweet blood. Like, they ain't know what was going on.
Right.
But we know now. So I think that's the only thing that ill health, we know better. And of course, there's some illnesses that you can't prevent. Then I tie that into it. It don't matter what you would have did. That ties into the death thing. Death gonna come eventually. So that's why sometimes I go back and forth with the ill health because we're such in a privileged state now where so many things can be prevented, like through vaccinations, change of diet, exercises that, I think I seen a meme on Instagram talking about it was an older person. I think it was one of the older people who lived. I think this person passed away. I think it was 100 or something, right?
Yeah.
It looked like the little Indian man or Indian woman, right? And he got to look like he had the pouty face, but he was just old. It could have just been the wrinkles. And it was like the caption was like, when you just sit here mad at 117 because you living forever and won't die because you went to a vegan diet. He ready to go to the Lord. He said, I'm done. I'm ready to go to the Savior, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I would say, kind of my rate. But that poverty do something to you.
Yeah.
Like, it's because the thing about the poverty is it don't end with you.
No.
I think that's why I hurt.
And the thing is,
It's generational.
It's so expensive to be poor, though.
Come on.
It's so expensive.
Tell them
to be
about
poor.
how expensive it is to be poor.
It's super expensive to be poor.
Yeah. So I think that's why it hits home so hard, because it's not just about me. Criticism, that's me. That's just me. All the other stuff is just me. But poverty, that's generational.
Mm-hmm.
It has generational and cultural impacts, and it just don't end. But I liked it. It was a great book. I recommend it. Is a read. Everyone should do it. So if you're thinking about entrepreneurship, or just maybe redeveloping, rebranding yourself, or just different thoughts. Remember, I think we talked about, I forgot that guy's name, Saul. You got to feed yourself a different diet.
Mm-hmm.
So, I love my hood fiction and hood classics, but sometimes you have to feed yourself a variety of diets. And your diets isn't just what you eat. It's what you read. It's what you see, just to expose yourself. But so I would agree that this book should be on folks' list of books that you just read, just to get insight of it.
Yeah.
Like I said, my major takeaways is making it plain.
Mm-hmm.
So writing down what you want. Like, his focus was wealth and money. If your focus is not wealth and money, whatever your focus is, whatever your dreams is, not only thinking it, you need to think it, you need to say it, and you need to write it down. Mm-hmm. And do it daily, weekly, whatever. You need to do it over and over again. That's one of my takeaways. The power of your subconscious mind, so the power of your thoughts are important. This power of this advisory board, both in reality and imaginary, and also this idea of battling fear. Those are my key takeaways and things I really enjoyed from the book. Anything else from the book, Nero?
No, it's a dope book. And there's a black version, so I'm going to go ahead and buy
Yeah, I'm
that
gonna have
and
to
get
get
that on the audiobook version.
Yeah, I'm going to read it around Christmas. I ain't going to have no time to read till Christmas, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to think about what your book going to be, though. You don't seem excited.
I'm ready. But I know you.
You do know me.
You throw me some off the wall type shit.
Ain't no wrong with it.
Okay.
All righty. Shout out Friday.
Shout out Fridays.
Nero's favorite day of the week,
It
y'all.
sure is.
All
y'all.
right, you started, Nero.
Yeah, I can start. We have 4 5-star
Ooh.
podcasts.
Well, y'all know, every time they come in near them, show 'em, I be like, I seen them near them. I got the same access as you do.
I had to let you know.
I said, thank you.
Because, at first Naomi be like, nobody like us. Nobody read our stuff. And I say, well, look at the reviews.
Yes.
So the first one says, that love though, from Valerie D. I think that's Valerie D. Or Valeria D. Valerie D. I'm going to say Valerie.
Yeah, I think it's valid.
I overlove this podcast. This is awesome. Awesome, educated, and down-to-earth couple is a joy to listen to. Feels like family. Check them out.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Valerie D.
Yes.
The next one says, love, love, love from Viva La Diva.
Oh, I like that.
Viva La Diva. Say that 5 times fast. I'm in my mid-20s and dating in NYC, which is extremely imitating.
I bet it is.
I bet it is. Because them niggas be mean as hell. Hell, some of the ladies in NYC
You said they
be mean
mean.
as
I
hell.
don't know if mean the
Yeah,
word.
what you looking at?
But in a rush.
Damn, I just wanted to say you cute.
Yeah.
Fuck on.
So,
Listening to you two gives me that hope. Gives me hope that I would find myself listening to you guys for insight.
okay, wait a damn minute.
I done missed the whole damn sentence.
Let me help this one out.
No, I
It
got
says,
this.
I'm in my mid
I
20s
just
and dating
missed
in NYC, which is extremely intimidating. Listening to you two gives me hope that I one day will find my black love. You will, sis. Not really having examples of great marriages in my family, I find myself listening to you guys for insight on what it's like to be in love and make a marriage work. Keep up the good work. Heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji.
Nambi,
What,
you can't be
Nambi?
doing that to me, baby.
No,
You're taking my juice.
You messed that woman review up. Don't be trying to make this about what I'm doing to you. You messed that woman. review
Some
up.
people give joy by that.
What?
They
No.
get joy.
Well, I don't.
You don't get joy?
No.
Okay.
Come on.
Hell, I need to spread this out a little bit. I'm getting old. Eyes getting
Yeah,
weary.
the writing too little for you.
Yeah, I need to make this double space.
Make it 20 font.
20 fine. Hey, speaking of that, where the fuck is my glasses? The next one says everything from Soraya P. Hey, what's up? That name sounds familiar. What's up, Soraya? You must have sent us some emails or
Yes,
something.
right. We know her.
Yeah, so shout out to you. It says this podcast is everything near an Iambi. It's relatable for us 20 and 30-somethings, 30-something black professionals just trying to navigate our way through life and love. Isn't that real? They always keep it real and interesting. I've definitely become a regular listener. Look forward to every new episode. Smiley face.
Yes.
The last one is from, it says 5 stars, and it's
exclamation point. That's for you now.
5 stars, exclamation point. So I'm going to take that from me.
Yes.
And it's from Sounds Like 08.
Oh, 08 was a good year.
08 was a good year. Came for the episode with Ron and Karen from the Black Guy Who Tipped. Shout out to Ron and Karen from Black Guy Who Tipped. That was good. I love their podcast.
They are good.
Stayed for amazing banter from this couple. I can listen to this podcast at any time, and it always lifts my mood.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
We had a comment on blacklovematters.com. Remember, that's Black with no K, from Nate.
Yeah.
In regards to episode 2,
they going
Relationship
back to
Girls. And it just says, "Oh my God, this episode is so funny, and it's good."
Yeah, I need to go back and listen to our first few. I bet we was just off the chain.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
We got a couple emails. You gonna read them?
Yeah.
Since you be talking about me.
I'm not talking about you, but I just want to make sure, we get folks right. So our first email is from Brianna. Subject: had to write about it. It says, "Hi, Niram and Nyambi. I was just listening to your latest podcast episode when Nyambi made the statement about blacks being more native than they think and how that culture was stripped from them. I was like, damn, she's speaking my truth. I told y'all, it's something to that. I'm from Louisiana and grew up hearing my grandmother, who is, of course, black, speak of her Indian heritage frequently. She would constantly tell us of how we're not only black, but also cheat. I'm going to make sure I'm saying this right. Cheat matcha. Am I saying it right? Cheetah Matcha, I think it is. Put it together.
Cheetah Matcha.
Yeah, Cheetah Matcha India. Actually, I think I've heard of that tribe. And of course, in the beginning, I was like, yeah. Black people always claiming they mix with something. It is. They try to brainwash us, but we is. But as I grew older, I learned of the sad facts surrounding what is essentially an identity my family has denied. My grandmother's grandmother was part of the Cheetah Matcha Indian tribe. But because she also was black, her and all of her black children were run off of the tribe's land and erased from the tribe's historical documents. Come on, naming all of the tribal members. So it looks like in like the documents where they say all the folks who are part of the tribe, right? Because she was a black woman, they weren't in it. Ain't that a trip?
Y'all can't get no reparations.
This needs to be a book or something,
Can't
right?
get no casino money.
Oh, no, we're not doing that. So my family has paper documentation that proves our lineage, that we are in fact a part of this tribe and are currently involved in efforts again to be included in the tribe, as well as gain benefits afforded to them that have been lost to us for so long. To be denied the rights of our heritage and identity for so long has been a source of great sadness for a long time, but we continue to fight for what is what's their blood right. They'll get theirs one day. We'll get ours one day. I love you guys' podcast. I listen all the time at work. You guys are my friends in my head. LOL. You bring humor into my hectic weeks, and it isn't the first time y'all spoken a word on what's going on. Thank you for reading this brief summary of some of my family's history. Peace and love to you and yours. I told you I went crazy because I forgot where I heard or read it at, but something just clicked to me. Was like, it's always some truth to some shit. So also in Black culture, we always talk about, well, we Indian, blah, blah, blah. And we kind of laugh it off, girl, you ain't mixed with Native American Indian, right? But I think it's got to be some truth in this shit.
It ain't no gotta be.
It is truth to this.
Just like you got some racist ass cousins.
What? What are you going with this? Like, you're talking about the white people?
Yeah, the white people.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Hell, you got to think about lineage and shit like that. Some of these slave masters, they raped your parents, and now you got some white in you.
Yeah.
And then you go back and down the line, and them white boys and the white girls and racist ass motherfuckers got the same last name as you.
Yeah, and they all related.
My great grandpa is Tom Jones. Oh, my great grandpa is Tom Jones too. And then y'all do that Ancestry.com shit, and the racist motherfucker holding tiki torches your cousin.
Shut up. We talking about the Native
I'm for real. We all family in this bitch, though.
Yeah, you're right. But I think this Native American one, that's something that's just touching me for the black culture, especially folks who in that bayou, them black folks on that West Coast. It's something going down. And in that Midwest flyover, it's something going down. But I think what keeps speaking out to me is how the Native Americans ain't claiming it.
Right.
Like, do you know, like, it ain't like they saying, yeah, that might have happened. Like, they saying, nah, child, we don't know about it. Pull some paperwork up. Like, what is that about?
The thing
low key, high key, what's that about?
It's a lot going on. It's a lot to unpack from this. I think the I was reading somewhere, you know how they talk about like the Germans and the Holocaust, or like the internment camps with Vietnam. You know
Yeah.
how these cultures are able to fess up to like their mistakes,
Yes.
and
Yes.
have and have that conversation, whereas America won't fess up to
Yeah.
slavery
No.
and all the raping and
No.
pillaging that came along with it, as well as destroying the Native American families and things of that sort.
Yeah.
So I feel like until America does that, you're always gonna have this
Like
fucked up
it
situation.
seems like 'cause, I'm down for my Native American brothers and sisters. Like they done went through a lot. The white folks treating them crazy too. But through reading when we got this email, it clicked to me to say, well, yeah, the Native American they ain't really claiming the black folks, and there got to be a lot of brown and black Native Americans in there. But that ain't something you just hear about a lot.
Right.
It's something that's not really claimed, right? So thank you for sharing, and like keep us updated on it, because you're gonna get that right. Your family gonna get what's yours, and once you do, let us know. We want to celebrate with you.
Right.
All right, and we got an email from Alana, and the subject is thanks for addressing too much too soon. I've been trying to explain to my college-age goddaughter that she will have a man thinking she's straight crazy with her extreme demanding and high expectations on her Facebook. She doesn't understand why asking for codes and expecting an every night bed partner is too much to ask. I will send you her feedback when she listens to this. Thank you, too. Nyambi, I smell that shit from Chicago. RE, that rat dog, which are naturally anxious, and I think that you... well, I can't get through this while laughing. I think that you can HR can ask for documentation about her ADA accommodations. Blessings, Alana. P.S. The Big Bot Store Chronicles should be its own 5-minute podcast. The way you tell the story is hilarious. It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is nothing but the truth. She was up in there this morning too. Flower ass. And everybody keep asking, guests and workers, what's she doing here? I said, what y'all think? We just got pets. Like, what do you think is bring your pet to do? Like, I had to stand up for Flower. I'm like, Flower working. She's working. And she look like she not. I know. She's sorry, but she working semi crazy.
So Naomi gonna send me a picture of
I
Flower.
sure did. I don't know. I might have to crop out some stuff. I might have to send a picture of Flower. Y'all. I don't want y'all to know where I be at working at, but I might have to crop out the picture so y'all can see that this is nothing but the truth. So help me God. And what did you say when I sent you that picture of Flower?
I was like looking at the owner, like, what the hell is up with the owner's shape?
Yeah, her shape is a little off. And we not body shaming, but the way that them pants was hit, like they some Chico pants in that shape. Mama was serving them back and front. Then you got the dog, like it was everything.
Help us, Lord.
I mean, but going back to Flower, it got so bad. I was trying to tell her mama to go home, and then Flower just ran up and jumped up on me. I said, "Hey, bitch, we ain't friends like that. We're not friends." And owner talking about, "Yeah, she ready to go home." Again, Flower is supposed to be a service dog to you. It's not the other way around. Well, I got 4 days off, y'all, so I ain't gonna have no bot stories, but I'm sure when I go back it'll be some bullshit. We got some voicemails.
Yeah, we do.
right.
It can take me a minute to set these up. So why don't you tell them the phone number?
Why do you do this every time? So as always, to leave us a voicemail, we can be reached at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. And try to keep that to 2 minutes. If it's over 2 minutes, you're also welcome to record and just shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. Again, that's blacklovematters@gmail.com. And that's black with no K.
All right, here goes the first one. All right, it should be pulling up now.
Hi, guys. Oh, my God. I know it's early, but I was listening to your podcast on the way to work. My name is Satara. I live in Dallas, but I'm from Toledo, Ohio. Woo-hoo,
Midwest.
Oh, my God. I'm so glad I found your podcast. You guys are so funny. I love that, and I love your love story. I'm all about black love. I'm married. I've been married for 2 years, and I have a 3-year-old and a 10-month-old. But I just want to shout you guys out. Thank you so much for being transparent, being relatable, and thank you for just being a black outlet for us, especially for us married couples. But, yeah, I wish you guys much success.
Thank you. Here goes the other one.
Hi, Niram and Nyambi.
Hey.
This is Amaka.
Yes.
Trying to stay true to my word and make sure I comment at least once per month. And why not get it done and in the bag? First of all, I'd like to comment on Hocus Pocus. Niram, Hocus Pocus is a classic. In
Why
fact,
y'all keep coming for
as
this
you all
Hocus
know,
Pocus
I
shit?
too work at a big box store,
Come on.
and we had Hocus Pocus for $5 this past week, and people were buying it. So yes, you do need Hocus
told you.
Pocus. It's sort of like your classic Halloween film, where we have our classic Christmas movie. So whenever you think Halloween, you think Hocus Pocus, and those three witches were everything.
Still ain't seen it.
My next comment is about Baby T.
Yeah.
Again, Nero, we know that you make the kids cry. How many times have you guys babysat for me?
Yes.
And those kids were like, we don't want to go back over there.
Nope.
Nero's mean to
Mean
us.
to me,
And then
yes.
come to find out, they wanted to wrestle. So when you start wrestling with them, but you were wrestling serious,
Yes.
they didn't like that and they wanted to cry. But it was
Harsh
always good fun,
realities.
I'm not
They
the type
need to
of
know
mom
the
that'd be
harsh
like,
realities of
oh,
life.
don't make my kids cry. So
Yeah.
Right, because I gotta
we're
watch
all
them to
good
get
on
their ass
that.
whooped.
But you do make the kids cry
All the time.
Baby T is a baby genius. He is extra, but for some reason he and I get along. So
Yeah.
I don't know about 3-year-old Baby T because I haven't seen him in a while, but we'll see the next time I'm in the New England area. I might have to start giving my big box store chronicles.
Come on.
Because some foolishness really goes on in the big box store.
All the
and
time.
I just want you to know, Nyambi, that it is not limited to the New England area. It is worldwide foolery. Literally all the time, every time. And I too am praying my way out of the big box store.
Yes.
Me and another coworker decided last night that Target actually hires the most highly educated employees. If you were to go and survey Target
need to go
employees,
look.
you will
Yeah.
actually find out that most of them have at least a college degree, a 4-year college degree.
Come on, Target.
And then in my case, I have a PhD.
Come on.
And my part-time is big box. Ooh, I
You
just
the
gave
store
away my
manager?
big box store, but who cares? All right.
It's all right. They all
The
out
last
there.
thing that
It's
I'm going
about
to comment on is I think you guys made a statement about you were talking about where the black men in the community, where they standing up in the community, and that Trump had actually shut down the Black Women Initiative that the lovely Michelle Obama put in place, but that the Barack's
The black
company
men
was still
can,
in effect. But I just wanted to comment that the black woman is probably, if you were going to fear any type of American, it should be a black woman. And the reason I say that is because as a black woman, you can take whatever resources you have at your disposal and bring something to fruition.
Come on.
So whether they give a program for you or not, whether there are benefits or not, whether there are affirmative action or not, you always going to find a black woman who has broken the mold
Hell yeah.
and staked her claim.
Come on.
As black women, we reclaim our time, whether you want to give it to us or not.
Hey.
So I think that we're very dangerous, we're very powerful, we're very strong, and every race and gender recognizes that. And so, you know, we can't be giving y'all programs to make y'all even stronger, because you know what would happen? We would take over the world.
Yeah.
So we always keep talking about, oh, we need a woman for president. Put a black woman up in there, honey.
It's a wrap.
It's going to be so lit.
Come
But
out
anyway,
here for
I'm
president.
ranting and raving. I'm just over my 4 minutes, and I know how these videos get too big or they cut you off. So I just wanted to say I love my Black Lives Matter. Monday, Wednesday, Friday are the happiest mornings of my life, because I take my morning walk and I get my life with this Black Love Matters podcast. Please keep me laughing out loud on the bus so that people can look at me crazy and I just smile at them and be like BLM. Okay? I will talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Perfect. That was great. I love our crew and our community. And I told you, now you be making them children holler. Niram play too much.
I do not
Niram
play
is
too
really
much.
good with kids once they 5 and older. 5 and older, them kids give Niram a run for his money, and he be out of breath and want to cry. But under 5,
You want to cry.
Niram, because Niram plays, and the kids like to play, so they be with him, and you know Niram big, so they can climb on them, be rough with them. But Niram then gets them by one hand and starts tickling them or holding them in a certain place, and the kid can't move, and they get frustrated. And then if we're babysitting them, then the child run into me, and I'm like, Niram, you said you would watch this child. Then now they want to be in the bed with me
because you babying their ass.
What do you mean?
They want to go somewhere because after Niram to whip their ass, they want to go somewhere where the big titties at and lay up on some titties, and you be like, oh, what's wrong? Come here, little baby. Rest your head on my bosom. Fuck that. I said, send their ass back down here with me.
Nobody.
And then be like, I don't want to go back down there and near Auntie Nayabi. And you be like, it's okay, baby. You ain't got to go back down there with Nero. He mean, isn't he? Mm-hmm. Fuck that. Send their ass back down. They need to know the harsh realities of life. I ain't had joy since 1992.
Jesus.
They ain't got to have joy since 2017. Once they meet Uncle Nero ass, they got to know Uncle Nero don't give a fuck about you crying.
But when they get older and they start going with you, that's when you got them.
See, by then
you got them.
By then I have my gun because they act up. I'll put a bullet in their fucking leg.
Get a broom and
I'll beat their ass.
All right. Well, that was a good episode. Thank y'all so much for calling in. Thank you for all the comments. And we want to get y'all opinions. So let us know some books we should be sharing. Let us know who your advisory boards are in your head or, in reality. Let us know what your thoughts on fear and moving forward, your thoughts on loves and the different types of love. We had a lot of good stuff going on today. So as always, to submit your Black love stories, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit your question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us the email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. And to leave a comment about anything that we talked about today, you can do that on our website, SoundCloud, Stitcher, any form of social media we can find at Black Love Matters. That's Black Love Matters and okay. And lastly, we got that voicemail at 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. And remember, love is ever evolving. Peace.
Peace.